Alright, hey guys, this will be my last video for today, I promise, so you will not see me in this outfit again. Kind of a marathon filming thing going on, because everybody's out of the house and it's really quiet, and I can actually, like, sit down and concentrate and do stuff. So, I'm going to do my monthly favorites for October. I know it's November, but guys, I do the best I can. I'm slow. I have a couple items. I have 2 non-beauty items and like 6 beauty items, so it shouldn't be too long of a video, hopefully, unless I start rambling, which is completely possible. So, let's get into this and start. I have been using this Mint Julep Natural Facial Scrub, and I talked about this in my VitaCost haul. I haven't used this a whole lot, but I've used it probably 4 or 5 times in the last few weeks. I really like this. I think this it's kind of a brown color. It's got really, really fine particles in it. It almost feels like really fine, like play sand, the kind of sand you use in play sandboxes. It's so fine, but it's actually walnut shell powder. So if you're allergic to walnuts, this would not be something I recommend, but it's really gentle on your skin. I have used this several times as kind of my face wash, you know, just to, you know, it's good. Now, I don't like the smell. It's not an offensive smell. It's not a strong smell, but it's not a woohoo smell. This, I think, is as good as the Michael Todd fruit enzyme scrub that I really loved. So, and this is only like on VitaCost, I think this was $3. So, yeah. This will be my replacement for that. I found one product that stands up to the Michael Todd stuff. So, this is awesome. My next item is these simple face wipes. And these are the cleansing facial wipes. These are just their regular standard. They now have like 5, I think, different kinds of these. These are just their regular old standard ones. I think this is like my second pack of these. And I really don't use these to clean my makeup off. I do not think that these or any kind of face wipes are sufficient to get all of your makeup off. Okay? That's just my thought. What I do really like using these for is I clean my hands with these. You know, if I've got makeup on my hands in a pinch, or what I also use them for is if I have already washed my face earlier in the day and I feel, you know, grimy, like I've been outside working or whatever, I will use these to kind of wipe my face down, get rid of the sweat. They're also really good for if you smudge your makeup. I'm sure everybody's done, like it never fails that when I put my mascara on, I have to sneeze. I don't know. So if I sneeze really hard and I get mascara underneath my eyes, these are great for wiping that off. So I would recommend these. They do not burn your eyes. They're pretty freaking awesome. My next thing is also kind of a face type of thing, is this LOreal Age Perfect, and this is they call it golden balm, and it's not really golden, but I guess orange balm would probably not sound as good. It smells like oranges, like fancy oranges, like perfumey oranges. I got this. This is, of course, you can tell by how small it is, a sample size, and it's only a ½ ounce in here, but I have been using it for a little while. I did not like this all over my face, but what I did find is this is awesome for under my eyes. When my eyes are really dry because of my allergies or because it's now getting colder outside and we've turned the heat on, this stuff is awesome for under your eyes. It is super, super thick, but it just goes in really nicely. It kind of has excuse me. I don't want to say it's oily because then you'll think it's gross, but it's got, like, you can see how my hand is shiny. That's why I didn't like it all over my face, because it was just too rich. But under my eyes, it's perfect. So I would recommend this. They have these little sizes for only a couple of dollars. The big size is like $20-something. But this little size was only a couple of dollars at Walgreens, and I would recommend this if anybody kind of wants, you know, has really dry under eyes, which I do. It works really well. I keep this by my bed. My next thing is also for eyes, and it is, it's got hair on it for some reason. My hair gets everywhere. This Michael Todd True Organics, and this is the Intensive Organic Eye Cream. And it has this little pumpy eye, and it comes right out the top. And really, with this applicator, what you're supposed to do is kind of pump it and use the applicator to rub it in your eyes. I don't do that because that just kind of weirds me out. I pump it and put it on my fingers and rub it in my eyes. And when I first got this, I've had this for a little bit. When I first got this, I didn't like it. I didn't think it did anything. It's kind of greasy. I just was not a fan. Recently, I got it back out and tried it again, and I liked it. I guess, you know, sometimes you just kind of, you got to go back and try a product, you know, over again and give it a second shot. And I think, and my boyfriend has agreed, that it seems to be working a little, you know, a little bit, not drastically, on my dark circles. It seems to be making them lighter. Nothing's ever going to make them totally go away, but, you know, I think this is, I took the, still had the cellophane wrapper on it. That's what I was doing. I was taking it off so you could see it better. And this is a fairly large bottle. This is a ½ ounce. And I got this for free with one of my Discovery kits. So I would recommend this. I like this. I've been using it every day. I use this during the, like, when I first put on my makeup. When I first get out of the shower, I put this on under my eyes. And this I use at night. So this is really good under your makeup. It doesn't take that long to soak into your skin. It goes kind of pretty quick. The next thing is this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Skin Perfecting Primer. And this is one of those, I like hard candy stuff, some of it. I am a super fan of Glamouflage. Like, I will not go without Glamouflage. But this is their primer, and it's a silicone-based primer. You can kind of see it. It has that smooth silicone-y feel to it. So if you don't like that, you might not like this. But what I use this for, I don't put it on my skin because I don't like the way that kind of feels sometimes. What I do with it is I put just a little bitty amount in some of my foundations to kind of make it have better staying power and last longer, and just, that's what I use this for. And I've been using it, you know, quite a bit, and it seems to last for a long time. Especially the way I use it, I just put a dab or so in my foundation. And this bad boy, not very expensive. Hard Candy is a really reasonable brand. It's like in price maybe a step up from Wet n Wild. So I would suggest, if you want to, you know, if you're just trying out primers and you want to kind of get into primers, that would be a really good one to start with because it works well and it's not very expensive. My next two items are kind of as one. Like, I'm sorry, this looks funky. It gets gross. But this is my Rimmel BB cream, and this is my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. This is in Classic Ivory, and this is just in Light. And what I do, sorry guys, my hair is everywhere today. It's like on everything. But what I do with these is I mix them together, because I found that this was too dark for me. It oxidizes a little. I like the coverage. I like the way it feels, and when it first goes on, it's a BB cream. It's basically a tinted moisturizer. And y'all can see it right there. It's a pretty good match when it first goes on for my skin, but it does oxidize into kind of, has a pinky tone to it. It doesn't really have that much of a, it kind of smells like sunscreen, which I don't mind. But what I found is that when mixed with this, it doesn't oxidize. This is the Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. It's supposed to have primer, foundation, and I don't know, sunscreen. That's the third thing it has in it, sunscreen. But this stuff I hated when I first got. Like, this had to be my least favorite foundation ever. Okay? And it does pretty good coverage. You can see it. It's pretty good. It again is a little pink for me, but I'm used to that. I have a weird skin tone that's kind of hard to match. But this stuff, everybody on YouTube raves about it, and that's why I bought it. It's one of those YouTube made me do it type of things. But the problem with this is that it slip slides all over my face. It will not stay where you put it. You can touch your face and it just moves everywhere. I don't like that. Even when I set it with a setting powder, it still does that. When I combine it with this, so put them together, it doesn't slip and slide anymore. So basically, the things I like about this and the things I like about this, when you put them together, they're just awesome. So I would not necessarily recommend buying the two of these to put together for you guys. But what I would say is if you have the BB cream and you like it, but you don't like the finish of it or the way it oxidizes, you know, maybe try this out and mix them together. Or if you have this guy and you can't get it to stay where it goes, or the color is slightly off, you know, try mixing it with a BB cream or another foundation to try to help it, like, stay where it's supposed to be. So that's what I do with that. I'm real big about not throwing foundations away unless I absolutely have to. So if I can work with them, I do. Now in my empties video, you did see me throw away that Maybelline Age Rewind, but I just couldn't work with it. I couldn't make it work. The applicator means I can't really blend it with other stuff. So that's my rant about that. And I have a couple items that are not beauty related that are my faves this month. The first one is kind of funny, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. This is the Windex Pump, and I'm sure, like the rest of you guys who have watched YouTube videos, you are sick and tired of seeing this commercial. Sick and tired. That woman who does this move on the commercial just drives me crazy. One swipe and I've got the bathroom. Okay, she drives me crazy, and I did not buy this because of that commercial. So if Windex people are listening, that commercial is annoying. I got this at work. We came out with this, and we came out with the yellow one. I bought both of them. I had a coupon. So I will tell you, this one is much more awesome. Okay, this smells like Windex. It's got kind of a different smell, but it does smell similar to Windex. The other one smells like orange Tic Tacs. I don't want my bathroom to smell like orange Tic Tacs. It kind of makes me want to gag. I really wish that the Windex people had just put Windex in one of these. Just a plain old dark blue, smells like Windex. Because this one kind of, it's reminiscent of Windex, but it doesn't smell exactly like it. This is a fresh scent. What you do, of course, as you've seen, is you just pump it and you wipe stuff off. I use it for my makeup counter. When I get makeup on it, I just wipe, you know, use a towel and wipe it off. And I do like that. What I intend to do, and of course they say, don't do this. What I intend to do is, I think this top unscrews. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to do it and drop everything now, but I'm almost positive that I can get this top off. So when I use this up, I'm going to refill it with real Windex, because really, that's the smell I like. I like the way Windex smells. It may be weird, but I do. I just love, it makes me think of clean stuff. The next thing I got, which is also a laughable type of product, is this ink pen. Look at this ink pen, guys. Isn't this cool? It's pink. It's one of the Right for Hope ink pens. They have these at office supply stores. I don't think they have them at regular drugstores. But these ink pens donate money to breast cancer research when you buy them. So that is a great cause, of course. But this ink pen, these are the papermate, the little heart ones. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, they got little hearts on the top. These are the best ink pens ever. They're not the ink joy kind. I hate those. But these ink pens are the best ever. I don't know exactly what they're called. They're just the papermate ink pens, but they're the clicky ones. Okay, so if y'all are interested in ink pens, this is an awesome ink pen. My last thing is a book, and I'm gonna try to kind of include a book in my monthly favorites. I don't want to be everything about beauty. I think that there's other things that are great in the month as well. So I'm going to try to kind of include a couple of things every month that aren't beauty related. One of those hopefully will be a book. I go through books quite quickly. I love to read. So I'm going to give y'all a book in my monthly favorites that I've read and I've really liked, so that hopefully if y'all are interested, you can go out and you can grab it or rent, get it from your local library, or like I do, as you can see from this tag, from a bookstore, a used bookstore. This is from McKay's, and I'm not positive about how widespread McKay's are, but if you have a McKay's, you know how awesome it is. If you have one you haven't been in, go in it. They're the most awesome places for book nerds ever. But this is a hardback book that I got for $1. And what's awesome is if you buy a book from McKay's and you don't like it, this is what I do. I take this sticker off and I put it back in my box of books that are going back to McKay's. And a lot of times they will give me more credit than what I bought for them. So this book is by Lisa Scottoline, and it's called Save Me. And this is the cover. This is a cute cover. And this is what Lisa looks like, if y'all are interested in what she looks like. And what first attracted me to this book, of course, was $1. But also, I've never read anything from her, so I thought I'd give it a try. This book is really, really good, and it shocked me. What this book is about is this is the main character, and this is her little girl. And what happens is she's in the cafeteria, she's being a cafeteria mom, and her little girl starts to get bullied because she's got a port wine stain on her cheek. And she runs off, and while the mom is kind of censoring the bully child, a explosion happens in the cafeteria. And she kind of has to make a split-second decision about what she's going to do. Is she going to go after her child who's run off, or is she going to save these children, these couple of kids that are in front of her? So, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the book, but basically, the book is about, she makes a decision, and people blame her for the decision that she makes. They basically try to make her the villain in the book. But she's a really likable character. It's a really interesting story. It hooks you in. There's not really a boring part of this whole book. So I really like that. I don't like when books kind of ebb and you have to struggle to get through them. It was a really good book. I really highly suggest it if you like kind of suspenseful, dramatic type of books. This is a good book for you. Also, if you like, kind of from your heart type of stories, this is a good book. So, like I said, it's Lisa Scottoline, and it's called Save Me. The review, it says, an intense, breathless ride you won't be able to put down. And that review is by Jody Picoult, I guess is how you say her name. She's an author of some books that just will make you cry. I don't read her books. But there's a lot of reviews on the back. I'm not going to read them to you. But it's a great book. If you can get it, especially at like a used bookstore, I would highly recommend it. And that is all of my monthly favorites. Guys, if you like the kind of, at the end, having a book review, just give me a thumbs up or, comment below. to let me know how you like that kind of add-on at the end. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. Give me a thumbs up or comment. Thank you.